Welcome to Hopetown Productions presents a celebration of Black artists. We have all gathered here tonight to raise money for the Black community. If you could find it in your hearts to donate something to help us all along, because this is about everybody. Black lives matter. It's so important. Tonight we come here to celebrate works by Black artists among the world far and wide. We have come to hear these young voices lift up our people and show our culture, our heritage, our pride. Please join us. Please celebrate with us. Please just come in here. Let the words wash over you. Find some solace in this. Find some peace. Find some hope. And if you can, please do donate. It helps so much. We are going to leave a list of places you can donate in the description box below on the video when it is posted to our YouTube channel. Please use the resources. Please keep talking, keep fighting, keep protesting. Just because your feeds on social media has gone back to normal does not mean the fight is over. Because the forecast, the weather predicts that Black Lives Matter today, tomorrow, and every day. And it always has, no matter what people may say, no matter what people may shroud. It is important. Thank you for being here with us. Let's celebrate some Black art. Our first performer will be doing a piece from Voices to be Heard by Christopher Michael. This piece is in reference to the current fight for Black lives in America. During a pandemic, the civil rights and liberties of the Black community are still being threatened by the systematic disadvantages, and the people who have an important voice in this world stay complacent or silent. It has become the fight and struggle for those who don't have a voice to speak out through protesting. Please join me in welcoming Amani Kojo.
Do you choose to stay silent in a world screaming for justice? The powers that be make it feel like it's just us. Trust us, the conscious collective. See, the problem is that racism was planted in our subconscious ever since our ancestors have been picking cotton, tobacco, corn, mining gold, and can't forget sugar. See, as sweet as history can be, as we reminisce and chill, max, and relax, we sometimes forget the backs that built this. The backs that are black, brown, red, and bloodied from being overworked. See, history has taken its course. A traffic stop can land you in a hearse. Claims of forgery can have a nigga gasping for air saying, "I can't breathe." And those words would ring in our ears as cities burn and burn and burn. So Mr. Floyd, Miss Taylor, I'm sorry we couldn't do better. I'm sorry you have been martyred and continue on a tradition has been started by Trayvon, Ashe, Emmett, Ashe, Tony, Ashe, Ahmad, Ashe, Malcolm, Ashe, Martin. Those that cannot be named, Ashe. Yet I still ask, would y'all care if it was me? Would y'all care if it wasn't publicized on TV, or would you just stay silent?
Our next performer will be Alana Bright, performing Baltimore by Kristen Greenidge. The description for her piece is as follows. After Alyssa gets a racist caricature pinned on her dorm room door by a white classmate, she struggles to navigate her feelings. Please welcome Alana Bright.
I took the SATs, and I did track and field, and I did all the things, the same things I think everyone does to get here. And looking at that door, my bedroom door, seeing how she saw me, if only for a moment, split moment, you think you'll get into it, you think you'll throw down, you think you'll scratch out eyes, gnash teeth, go for throat, tear hair and skin. But I just felt exhausted, bone tired, and bare to the world, years of history boiling into this moment, split moment for everyone to see, 1,000-fold. And if I could burrow deep, deep down, nowhere dark and warm enough to hide me, to hide that, if that is what someone could see in me, you think you'll yell and scream. But I took the SATs, and I did track and field, and in that moment, split moment, I felt so ashamed of something I didn't even do. Stupid. I know, it's incredibly stupid. I should have forced some air through my throat, over my tongue to say there is no maybe. I did everything everyone else did to be here. I'm not saying I deserve anything more. I'm saying I have a name. I'm asking someone to remember my name, not look at me and smile and erase what I am. I have a voice.
Our next play will be Jitney by August Wilson. After Rena discovers the food savings money missing, and after hearing rumors about her boyfriend Youngblood cheating with her sister, Rena confronts him to discover that he has bought the two a house in secret. Please welcome Oladoyin Ogunsola.
Donnell, I don't understand. I try so hard. I'm doing everything I can to try and make this work. I'm working my little job down at the restaurant, going to school, trying to take care of Jesse, trying to take care of your needs, trying to keep the house together, trying to make everything better. Now I come home from work. I gotta go to the store. I go up the stairs and into the drawer, and the food money is gone. Now you explain that to me. There was $80 in the drawer that ain't in there no more. What you need it for? You tell me what's more important than me and Jesse eating. Now you know I don't touch the grocery money. Because whatever happens, we got to eat. My little personal stuff, I do without. If I ain't got clothes, I do without. If I ain't got electricity, I do without. But I don't never touch the grocery money. So I ain't gonna be that irresponsible to my child. Because he depends on me. I ain't gonna be that irresponsible to my family. I ain't gonna be like that. Jesse gonna have a chance at life. He ain't gonna be going to school hungry because I spent the grocery money on some Afro Sheen and some nail polish. He ain't gonna be laying up in the bed, hungry because his daddy spent the grocery money to pay a debt.
Performing from a second piece by August Wilson, Fences this time, please welcome Oliver Zoduwah Jr. Troy Maxson is a proud black man that isn't afraid of death because he has stared it in the face so many times. Troy dramatically shares stories of how him and death don't get along. Let's hear from Oliver.
Death ain't nothing. I done seen him done wrestled with him. You can't tell me nothing about death. Look, death ain't nothing but a fastball in the outside corner, and you know what I'll do to that. Look here, Barno, am I lying? You get me one of them fastballs about waist high, over the outside corner, over the plate, where you can get the meat of the ball on it, and good God, you can kiss it goodbye. Now am I lying? Look here, Barno. I looked up one day, and death was marching straight at me like soldiers on parade. The army of death was marching straight at me. The middle of July, 1941. It got real cold, just like it'd be winter. It seemed like death himself reached out and touched me on the shoulder. He touched me like I touch you. I got cold as ice. And death standing there, grinning at me. I say what you want. You be wanting me. You done brought your army to be getting me. I looked at him straight in the face. I wasn't fearing nothing. I was ready to tangle just like I'm ready to tangle now. You see, the Bible say, be ever vigilant. That's why I don't drink so much. Gotta keep watch. Death standing there, staring at me, carrying that sickle in his hand. He finally say, you won't bond over for another year? See, just like that. You won't bond over for another year. I told him, say, bond over hell. Let's settle this now. It seemed like he kind of fell back after I said that. And all the cold just went out of me. I reached down and grabbed that sickle and threw it just as far as I could throw it. And me and him, we commenced to wrestle. We wrestled for 3 days and 3 nights. I still can't tell you where I found the strength. Every time it seemed like he was going to get the best of me, I reached way down deep inside myself and found the strength to do him one better. All right. At the end of the 3rd day, we warmed each other out to where we could barely move. Death stood up, put on his robe, had him a white robe with a hood on it. He threw that on and went on to go find his sickle. He say, I'll be back. Just like that, I'll be back. I told him, say, yeah, but you're gonna have to find me. See, I wasn't no fool. I wasn't going out looking for him. Death ain't nothing to play with. And I know he's gonna get me. I know one day I got to join his army, his camp followers. But if I keep my strength and keep watch for him, if I keep my vigilance, he's gonna have to fight to get me. And I ain't going down easy.
It seems we're in the August Wilson swing of things. In the 3rd piece from August Wilson, this time the piano lesson, here is Jason Carr. Boy Willie is a sharecropper that is arguing with his sister and uncle about wanting to sell their piano with designs carved from slaves. He plans to use the money to buy land where his ancestors were enslaved. Boy Willie is constantly trying to prove that he is equal to the white man. Let's hear it for Jason Carr.
See, now I'll tell you something about me. I done strung along, going this way and that, whatever way would lead me to a moment of peace. That's all I want, to be easy with everything. But I wasn't born with that. I was born to a time of fire. This world don't want no part of me. I could see that since I was about 7. This world says it's better off without me. See, Bernice accepts that. She trying to come up to where she can prove something to the world. Hell, the world's a better place because of me. I don't see it like Bernice. I got a heart that beats here, and it beats just as loud as the next fellow's. Don't care if he black or white. Sometimes it beats louder. When it beats louder, then everybody can hear. Some people get scared of that, like Bernice. Some people get scared of a nigga's heart beating. They think you ought to lay low with that heart, make it be quiet and go along with everything the way it is. But my mama ain't birthed me for nothing. So what I gotta do? I gotta mark my passing on the road. Just like you write on a tree, boy Willie was here. That's all I'm trying to do with the piano. Trying to put my mark on the road like my daddy done. My heart say for me to sell that piano and get me some land so I can make a life for myself. Other than that, I ain't thinking about nothing Bernice gotta say.
To close out our August Wilson section of this program is Miss Khaelan Crank. This play is Radio Golf. Mame Wilkes is a wife whose life is beginning to crumble because of a mistake her husband made. She is being turned away from opportunities because she is tied to him. In this monologue, she is telling him that he needs to begin to grow up and that she cannot continue to be dragged down because of his mistakes. Here is Khaelan Crank.
I got a call this morning from the governor's office. They canceled my next interview. And they said they didn't want to reschedule any further interviews with me at this time. You jumped, but I'm falling too. I'm the wife of Harmon Wilkes. That's all the governor sees. All any of the other board members see. What all of our friends see. I tied myself so tight to you that there is no more me. I don't know if I could carry this on any further. I have a sinner too. What happens when that caves in? I have questions too. You're acting like a kid who, because things don't go his way, takes the ball and goes home. That's what your problem is. You've always been the kid who had the ball. You're the one with the glove and the bat. You had the bike when no one else had one. All your life, you've had everything go your way. I'm still standing here, Harmon. I still love you. But this is all you know.
your campaign, that old house, the hill. You're on your own with all that. I can't live my life for you, and you can't live yours for me. But I'm still standing here. I'll see you tonight.
Here to perform a poem entitled That Girl by Alicia Harris from Brave New Voices on HBO is Adia Jefferson. The poem addresses the sexualization of the female body and the negative labels that are bestowed upon girls who decide to give themselves to a man. Alicia highlights the constant battles girls face when it comes to their search for respect while being able to choose what they want to do with their bodies. The poem assumes another stance as well, the denial of love, and how girls are used to fulfill a man's one-night desires, only to be discarded to the sidelines. She seeks to claim the female identity beyond derogatory terms and emphasize the overall beauty and overall essence of womanhood. Please welcome Adia Jefferson.
We got that waiting in the clinic silence. That don't tell nobody what we did silence. And I'm so tired of being your hamper that I'm about to take those week old stained ketchup secrets and do laundry in that silence. You like keeping things quiet, but my vagina is not your walk-in closet. You want to stuff your unmentionables through me. Want a place to hang up your insecurities. Want me to keep check of your hand-me-downs in Prada, waiting for every occasion to put me back behind closed doors and lock me in that darkness. Nobody knows. You hold my hand. And nobody knows I call you baby. And nobody knows you write me anonymous poems. Not the type you post on Facebook, but regardless of what you may think I'm worth and what you may think I deserve, I will never be that girl. That girl who's only allowed to make you smile when she's making you orgasm. That girl whose day job is daydreaming, waiting for her night job. That girl who's so in love, she will turn her body over just to feel your superficial touch. You hide me behind locked doors and bed sheets because if you dared reach out, then everybody would still know it was still about me. Living in your heart and your mind, you're still wrapped up in me. My tear ducts, you own them. My heartstrings, you got them tied around your pencils and fingers. Yeah, you may say it's over, and you never admit that you love me, but you don't have to, because your silence speaks volumes. You don't want to hold me in your arms, rock me to sleep, then act like you don't know me. As if the moments we spent together were some kind of down payment. As if my bedroom were a layaway. And that's all you do is lay away. Curl up beside me, but in the morning, pull up the hoodie and run the other way. I'm like that bastard child. The reason why Daddy never stuck around in the first place. But for me, rejection doesn't just come every other weekend. It comes when you lower your head and pass by without speaking. And I remember there was a time you could barely keep your eyes off me. I just don't understand why it isn't okay for you to love me. I guess you just want me to be that girl.
Performing a piece from Good Night, Tyler by B.J. Tyndall, please welcome Marshall Weir Mabry IV. Depending on who you ask, Tyler Evans was a beloved best friend, grandson, mentor, and fiancé. Or Tyler Evans was a young black man killed by a police officer. Desperate to control the contradicting narratives of his untimely passing, Tyler haunts his best friend as his other friends and relatives argue over his legacy, seeking an elusive common ground. Please welcome to the screen, Marshall Weir Mabry IV.
Davis, are you awake? Right. So first of all, don't be mad. I mean, kind of a weird thing to say right now, but seriously, you'll feel really bad if you get mad at me because I think I died tonight. I mean, I wasn't planning on it happening, and I swear it wasn't my fault. It's just I'm pretty sure. Actually, I know for sure I died because I saw my body dead on the ground, and if it hasn't gotten up by now, that's 100% dead, right? And it was just a body. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a very nice body, and sometimes I worry that my head's not proportional to the rest of my physique, but it actually looks reasonable. I wasn't in it. And I think I saw what everyone else sees. They see me on the street, and sometimes I'm just a heavy, ashy, dark body. So who's to say it ever smiled? or ever joked, or won any spelling bees? Oh, okay, 4 spelling bees. Who's to say it ever did anything? It's just a body, and as surprisingly symmetrical as it is, that's all it is, and at the very least, I just want to make sure that I'm more than just a dead body. I think I'm worth more than that.
Written in the mid-1970s by Ntozake Shange, the choreo poem For Colored Girls Who Have Considered Suicide When the Rainbow Is Enough is a work inspired by Shange's own life, tackling such topics as love, rape, abortion, and HIV, as well as many others, the piece has been worked into a TV movie and a film held by Tyler Perry. First, we will have Kayla Mary Jane as the Lady in Blue regale us with her frustration on insincere apologies and the word sorry that has seemed to become meaningless. Following her will be myself, Dedrick Kendis, performing as the Lady in Green, who battles with betrayal, regret, and the loss of self. These are Kayla Mary Jane and Dedrick Kendis for colored girls who have considered suicide when the rainbow is enough.
One thing I don't need is any more apologies. I got sorry greeting me at my front door. You can keep yours. I don't know what to do with them. They don't open doors or bring the sun back. They don't make me happy or get a morning paper. And didn't nobody stop using my tears to wash their cars because of sorry? I am simply tired of collecting. I didn't know I was so important to you. I'm gonna have to throw some away. I can't get to the clothes in my closet for all of the sorries. I'm gonna tack a sign to my door with a message saying, if you call to say you're sorry, call somebody else, because I don't use them anymore. I let sorry, didn't mean to, how could I not know about that, take a walk down a dark and musty street in Brooklyn. I'm gonna do exactly what I wanna do, and I won't be sorry for none of it. You can let a sorry soothe your soul. I'm gonna soothe mine. Because you are always inconsistent. Doing something and then being sorry about it. Talking about you sorry, well, I will not call. I'm not gonna be nice. I will raise my voice and scream and holler and break things. And race the engine. And tell all your secrets about yourself to your face. And I'll list in detail every one of my wonderful lovers and their ways. I'll play Oliver Lake loud. And I won't be sorry for none of it. I loved you on purpose. I was open on purpose. I still crave vulnerability and close talk. But I'm not sorry for you being sorry. I'm not. You can keep all the guilt and grime you want to, just don't give it to me because I can't use another story. Next time you should admit that you're low down, mean, trifling, and no straight count out instead of being sorry all the time. Enjoy being yourself.
Somebody almost walked off with all of my stuff. Not my poems or a song I gave up in the street, but somebody almost walked off with all of my stuff. Like a kleptomaniac working hard and forgetting while stealing. This is mine. This is not your stuff. Hey, man, where you going with all of my stuff? This is a woman's trip and I need my stuff to ooh and ah about. Somebody almost walked off with all of my stuff and I didn't bring nothing but the kick and sway, the perfect ass for my man, and none of this is theirs. Oh yes, this is mine. Intozaki, her own things, that's my name. Nigga with the curls in your hair, Mr. Louisiana Hot Link, open my mouth and let me talk you how to throw my shit in the sword. I want my rhythms and my voice. Now you see that this is some delicate leg and some whimsical kiss, and I gotta have to give to my own choice, and I was doing all of that before you run off on a good thing. Now who this you left me with? Some simple bitch with a bad attitude. I want my things. I want my arm with the hot iron scar. Want my leg with the flea bite. Want my calyx feet and my quick language back in my mouth. I want fried plantain and sunrise Joseph jewels. And you know what? I want my things, how I lived them, and give me my memories, how I was when I was there. You can't have them or do nothing with them. You know that stealing my shit from me don't make it yours. That makes that shit stolen. Somebody almost run off with all of my stuff, and the whole time I'm standing there and I'm looking at myself. I'm the one running with it. Oh, God, he don't know he got it. Somebody almost run off with all of my stuff, and I'm standing and I'm shouting, this is mine. If you really want it, you gotta give it to me. If you really want it, then I'm the only one that can handle it. The Colored Museum by George C. Wolfe. A satirical take on the kidnapping of Africans on the Gold Coast to the Americas, Miss Pat provides a guide to new passengers on the slave ship. Through her cheery attitude, she highlights the horrific realities of our ancestors. Please welcome with me Erica Simone Barnett, performing The Colored Museum.
Welcome aboard Celebrity Slave Ship, departing the Gold Coast and making short stops at Bahia, Port-au-Prince, Havana, before reaching our final destination of Savannah. Hi, I'm Miss Pat, and I'll be serving you here in Cabin A. We'll be crossing the Atlantic at an altitude that's pretty high, so you must wear your shackles at all times. To put on your shackle, take your right hand and close the metal ring around your left hand. Repeat the action with the left hand to secure the right. If you have any trouble bonding yourself, I'd be more than glad to assist. Once we reach our desired altitude, the captain will turn off the fasten your shackle sign, allowing you to stretch and dance in the aisles a bit, but otherwise you must wear your shackles at all times. Also, we ask that you please refrain from call or response singing between cabins, as that sort of thing can cause rebellion. And of course, no drums are allowed on board. Please repeat after me. No drums.
No drums. No drums.
A little more enthusiasm, please. No drums.
No drums.
That's great. Once we are airborne, I'll be back with magazines, and earphones can be purchased for the price of your firstborn male. If there's anything I can do to make this middle passage a bit more pleasant, press the little button overhead, and I'll be with you faster than you can say, "Go down, Moses." Thanks for flying, Celebrity, and here's to hoping for a pleasant takeoff. Hi, Miss Pat. Again, I am sorry to disturb you, but someone is playing drums. And what did we just say? No drums. There must be someone in coach, but we here in Cabin A do not respond to those drums. As a matter of fact, we don't even hear them. Repeat after me. I don't hear any drums.
I don't hear any drums.
I will not rebel. Okay, now I realize some of us are a bit edgy after hearing about the tragedy on board the Laughing Mary, but let me assure you, Celebrity has no intention of throwing you overboard and collecting the insurance. We value you. Why, the songs you were going to sing in the cotton fields under the burning heat and stinging lash will metamorphose and give birth to the likes of James Brown and the Fabulous Flames, and you, yes, you, will come up with some of the greatest dances, the best dances, like the Watusi, the Funky Chicken, and just think of what you are going to mean to William Faulkner. And alright, so you're gonna have to suffer for a few hundred years, but from your pain will come a culture so complex. And with this little item right here, you'll become millionaires! Oh no, don't panic. We're just caught in a
thunderstorm. Now, the only way you're going to survive is if you abandon your god and worship a new one. So, on the count of 3, let's all sing. 1, 2, 3. Nobody knows the trouble I see. Oh, I forgot. When singing, I meant the TH sound. The becomes duh. They becomes they. Got it? Good. Nobody knows. Nobody. So you don't like that one? Well, let's try this one. Summertime and the living is easy. Ah, Gershwin? He comes from another oppressed people, so he understands. Fish are jumping, come on! And the cotton is sing, damn it! What? Time warp! The captain has assured me everything is fine. We're just caught in a little time warp. On your right, you will see the American Revolution, which means that you will give the USA your exclusive rights. On the left, you will see the Civil War, which means you will vote Republican until FDR comes along. And now we're passing the Great Depression, which means everybody gets to live the way that you've been living. That was World War I, which is not to be confused with World War II. Which is not to be confused with the Korean War or the Vietnam War, all of which you will play a major role in. Look. Now we're passing over the 60s. Martha and the Vandellas. Julia with Miss Diane Carroll. Malcolm X. There's 5 little girls in Alabama. Martin Luther King. Oh no, the Supremes broke up. Stop playing those drums! Those drums will be confiscated once we are back in Savannah. You can't change history. You can't turn back the clock. Repeat after me. I don't hear any drums. I will not rebel. I will not rebel. I will not rebel. Hi, Miss Pat, here. The captain has informed me that we have landed safely in Savannah. Please check the overhead before exiting, as any baggage you don't claim, we trash. It's been fun, and we hope when you consider travel, it's with celebrity. Have a nice day. Bye-bye. Button up that coat, it's kind of chilly. Have a nice day. Bye-bye. Take care now. See you. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. Have a nice day.